In an ongoing series of reports of Texas's industrial real estate, we've seen that strong statewide growth masks a more nuanced situation at the individual market level. Some of the findings so far include growth has been stronger in the major markets and select smaller markets, and that growth tends to be consistent in a small set of markets, such as along the I-35 corridor and in our oil industry cities, while towns outside of the Texas Triangle have not grown through all the ups and downs of the Texas and national business cycles. Our latest research is beginning to explore why some markets are more favored by industrial investment. Experience tells us that manufacturing and distribution companies are highly motivated by the availability of talent in their site selection processes. There's a plethora of employment statistics, and all of these metrics have their strengths and weaknesses. So to better explain market behavior and have a chance for predicting where things are going, we need to better understand these employment metrics. Employment is an important driver of real estate demand. Market analysts track jobs to understand current market conditions and to forecast future activity. The most common employment metrics are based on the industry in question. All workers in the U.S. can be classified by the industries they work in. Firms that use similar production methods are grouped into industrial sectors, and all their employees are counted in their respective industry. Employment by industry classifies workers based on the industry in which they do their work, regardless of the type of work they do. Two examples of industrial sectors include finance and insurance versus manufacturing. We frequently hear these statistics reported, such as Dallas added 10,000 finance and insurance jobs, or Houston manufacturing employment grew by 10%. My latest paper in TG talks about this approach and compares it to another way of classifying employment, by occupation. The second approach has some advantages over industrial employment. Occupational employment classifies workers based on the job they do, regardless of which industry they are in. For example, an accountant is classified by occupation as a business and financial operations worker. That accountant might work for a bank, where they would be counted as a finance and insurance industry employee, or that accountant might work for a food processor and be classified as a manufacturing worker. Using the actual data for Texas, we can cite an example. Statewide, almost 7% of those employed work for manufacturing firms. However, only 5% of workers have jobs that involve producing things through some sort of physical manufacturing process. We can explain this difference by the fact that manufacturing industry firms need lots of non-production skills, such as finance, maintenance, and computer workers. When it comes to understanding industrial real estate, these employment details matter. A key point to keep in mind is that many of these non-production workers may work in an office setting or at home. Their jobs have less of a direct impact on industrial real estate demand than the production workers who must be in an industrial building to get the job done. The same condition holds for distribution industries. To learn more about Texas industry and occupation employment, see my latest article in the fall 2023 issue of TG.